3, 2, 1, go. Hey, everybody, I'm John Weigel. This is the Hanover Hangover, and this is my good friend, Donnie D.
What's up, guys?
Donnie
Welcome
D.
to the show.
It is Friday, August 6th, 2021, and this fella and I were out at Music Fest last night. Y'all saw all my videos, so you know we were there, and we had a good time.
Sure did. Music Fest is here. We're very excited.
I think I'm still having a good time, thanks to Grandma's coffee. And, keep the party going. So, where did we start off at last night?
We were down at the Levitt Pavilion at Steel Stacks.
No, we started.
And,
we started at the Steel Pub.
We did. We started at the Steel Pub. That was our meeting spot. Drank some bourbon.
And then Off the Road was there. Off the Road was playing, and that's Ricky is the lead singer. Ricky from Ricky the Rebels, and Ricky's a cool dude. So we got to hang out with him a little bit, and then what did we do?
We got sucked down towards Darius.
Darius Rucker.
Yeah, we heard him playing.
Him and I thought we were good friends. We're on Facebook. We chat. We have mutual friends. And I guess somehow, it happens. He forgot to leave me a backstage pass.
Unbelievable.
For us. I mean, it's the Hanover Hangover. I mean, how do you forget? But anyway, I get it, Darius, I'm not upset at all. I'll catch you on the next flight.
I'm upset.
Yeah, well, you know what? Security guards really take that shit serious.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, really?
Yeah, we snuck around the back, and we got kind of forced out a little bit.
Well, I don't know if we got forced out, but we got asked to step back, I think.
Sir, please step back.
Yeah, it was a little bit rude, I thought. But anyway, hey, and then we went down to the pavilion. We went to the pavilion, and we heard this I heard this great voice, like an angel in the distance. And I said, "We gotta check this out." And so we have the app, right? So we go on the app, and we look to see who this is, and it's this band called Summer Sun. And I'm like, Summer Sun, that's pretty cool. So we get closer, and we get closer, and then we got so close to Summer Sun that we actually have them here.
In the studio.
We're here. We made it.
Here. Mm-hmm. I would like to introduce Justin Craig. And...
Oh, you're so close.
Candy.
That is not my name. Erica.
Erica
from America.
Erica from America. I'm so sorry.
I forgive you.
Names.
I'm doing the intros from now on, Mike.
Yeah. You're fired.
What a great band. This is Summer Sun. As you can see, it's going across the top of the screen. This is the name of their band, and they are from Chicago.
Yeah. What? Yes.
Right. You guys came a long way.
We did. I'm actually from Pennsylvania, though. I'm a graduate of Lebanon High School, right down the road.
Lebanon High School?
Yeah, Lebanon High School.
Lebanon, PA.
Lebanon, PA.
Sorry, not the bologna, Mike. The other one.
The bologna is from there.
The bologna. Lebanon bologna. Yeah,
Lebanon
bologna.
I do love Lebanon bologna.
Yeah, summer bologna, they call it.
Yeah.
And that's where Summer Sun came from?
No.
Okay.
We came from bologna?
No. Our name is derived from bologna sandwiches. I really love them.
The truth comes out.
Yeah, so I really love them. That's a new story to tell. I like it. So it's Summer SON, Summer Sun for the podcast listeners, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So Summer SON. You can find us on all social media, Facebook, summersunmusic.com, Instagram. I think I have a Twitter account. I haven't tweeted since 2007. I don't know, but I have Twitter, but I feel like I'm not famous enough to really say anything and have people give a shit, so I don't really tweet that much.
That's funny you say that, but people know you, dude.
I guess they do now. I mean, now that I'm on the Hanover Hangover, now people will know who the hell I am.
Now you can start tweeting.
Now I'm going to start tweeting tomorrow. I promise. I'll tweet on my way to Pittsburgh today.
So you guys actually absolutely killed it last night.
Oh.
When we were walking up, the sound was amazing.
Yeah, the folks at Music Fest, the sound crew there, they do a fantastic job. So I can't say enough great things about those guys, and they're professional. So I mean, I know that you can't polish a turd when it comes to music, and so we have to create what we do. But those guys, spit it out the other side, and the audience and everybody that was there told us how great. My parents, who don't get to see me play very much because they're here in Pennsylvania and we play mostly in the Chicago and the Midwest area, but they were ecstatic. They said how great. Everyone came up to them and said how great it sounded. So again, the Arts Quest folks and the production folks out there.
Yeah, nice job. So one of my favorite things was the energy that you guys had on stage. I saw you kind of like side-eyeing each other and smiling and having a good time. That was the best part for me. Guys, all the parts of the band coming together on that stage. The weather was beautiful.
Yeah.
It sounded good. It was like a good energy. So thank you guys for that.
That's awesome. We got a lot of good people, so it's fun to play with them. I've been in some bands where it's kind of like, there's like tension or whatnot, but like everyone's so great in the band, and so that helps a lot.
Yeah. So, what all instruments do you play?
I play guitar. I started with guitar, and then I play mandolin. And I can pretend to play other things, but not like mandolin. So
Ukulele every once in a while there?
I mean, I can, but
we haven't incorporated that into the band yet.
So you have some original music.
We do. Erica actually has just finished her like solo project album, and so she's slowly releasing singles. How many do you have out now?
I have released 2.
Oh, yeah.
It's expensive.
I
to
know.
put them out.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Put songs out.
But it's kind of good because I can I have 8 finished, and so it's like I do one by one, and it's kind of cool though because I can put them out, and then it's gonna be a full album, and I'll release it that way. But
so did you
it's
release
okay.
any of them yet?
Yeah, 2 I released. You can find them
And-
on Apple Music or iTunes or Amazon or
And
Spotify.
what would I be looking for?
Erica Renee.
Erica Renee.
Art.
Is it Erica Renee Music?
Yes, you can. If you look on Spotify, it's Erica Renee, and then on my Facebook or Instagram, it's Erica Renee Music.
RENEE
Yes.
for the podcasters at home.
Yeah.
And there's 2
Yes.
songs out. There's Done and Smoke is the one I just released last
Smoke.
week. Smoke. That one's my favorite now. Well, it's just released, but I have this mandolin player who plays way better than I do.
Right.
And he played the mandolin and the dobro, and it's got these creepy
Yeah,
sounds.
shout out to
and
Pat
Kiner.
Pat Kiner.
Man. he's
So-
a musical genius. And
So if
helping
Justin
produce
grabbed
it.
one of these guitars here and
Yeah.
played a little something, do you think you could sing some of your new song?
She would have to play. I really
Or
have not.
do you-
put, yeah,
do you
she
wanna-
could-
I have
you could
a-
rock it.
right
I have-
now,
No?
I could.
If
I
you
could.
wanted to.
I may.
I didn't set up for that yet, but
Okay, absolutely. I
It's
could.
called Smoke. You said that's
Mhm.
your favorite?
Yeah, well, that's the one I just released, so yeah, it's a fun one.
So-
I could absolutely play some of it.
what inspires you to write your music, and what is your inspiration?
A lot. No. Music for me is very much therapy. It's very therapeutic. And
Right.
I am a performer. I've been in different bands. I do solo shows, duo shows, Summer Sun shows. It's actually my full-time job. So I do that, and I love performing, but my heart is for songwriting. And for me, a lot of times, like I said, it's therapy. So if I'm, say, going through a heartbreak or just trying to get through my day, it's where I can find my joy and find my peace. And my songs are very real and honest, and I don't BS with my songs.
Some of
It's
them
just-
derive from conversations we've had in the car, right?
Oh,
The recent
I
one.
did.
that
I
you
wrote
just-
this recent song.
Yeah.
Justin gives me a hard time. Short story. He gives me a hard time because I'm the type of person who sees the best in everybody, and he's like, Erica, this person sucks. And I'm like, no, they mean well. They're doing their best. So anyway, I wrote a song about that one. Actually, I like that song. Maybe I'll play that.
It's good.
I gotta-
You're the opposite side of me. She's super everybody's great. There's good in everything, and
I think
sometimes
that one's so great.
she's explains to me these situations that happen to her, and I'm like, oh, this guy's totally fucking you over.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
your
are you
own
doing?
fault.
Yeah,
Like, no.
It's like yeah, and she's like, no, well, and then she'll think about it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just I feel like sort of a I don't know, like a big brother to her in some ways,
That's
that,
good.
that I'm
That's
just
good.
always like, well, I'm glad, what, part of the reason that she's here is because she is so positive. I started, I've known her for 5 years. I've known Erica for 5 years, and Summer Sun has been around since 2014.
Right.
And once we started playing together, her positivity, her good energy. I need probably more of that around me in my life, and especially on stage because I'm busy always running sort of the business of the band,
Right,
and that
right.
that sometimes is a little daunting. People don't realize. A lot of people that know me more personally are like, this is like another job too. It's like it's booking things and getting and wrangling 5 adults to do anything is. If you've done anything as adult, like
It's tough.
run a volleyball team, I don't care what you do. It's getting 5 adults to move in the same direction sucks. Like it's just not good.
Just show up at the right time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
So
struggle.
you can show up the right airport.
That's so funny. Well done. I did go to.
I
the
need to
wrong
hear that
airport.
story.
Yeah, we got to hear that.
That's just
story.
happened.
Okay,
I'll let
I
her
have
tell it.
traveled a lot, and I have never once gone to the wrong airport. But I had pulled up my flight because I was like, okay, in Chicago, there's Midway and O'Hare. Those are like the 2 main airports.
Right.
And I pulled up my ticket, and I was like, oh, okay, it's Midway, done. But that was the return ticket.
Ah.
So I got there, and I was like, okay, I got a lot of time. I'm like, where's Frontier Airlines? And I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and then I go to the desk, and I'm like, where's Frontier? I cannot find it. And the lady's like, that's at O'Hare. And I was like,
She's like, oh,
so I called my
sweetie.
mom who drove me out, and I was like, Mom, come back. And
Oh,
so
no.
she did, and somehow I managed to get on the plane. It was just like an hour away.
The best part of that story is your mom's response because like you were.
Oh, yeah. So I
Tell
was
them that.
so I was stressing out, and I was like, and she's like, I don't know how to get back there because it's the city. It's like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and I was like, just Google it. Like, you can get back here. And I was like, hurry up. And I mean, I was very nice to her because I love my mom. So then
Right.
I hung up, and then I waited like 5 minutes. And I'm like standing outside, and I called her back. I was like, did you do it? Are you good? Are you coming? And she's like, Erica, I hear that you're stressed. I'm stressed out too, and I have to figure this out. So just
Leave
let me
alone.
do it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
The
Thanks.
mom's
Thanks,
like
Mama.
taking the show like you're stressed. You're stressing me
She's-
out. I'm
she's
stressed
great.
too. Let's
And
like
she's got my 3 kids in the van.
Sounds
Oh,
like
no.
sounds like you got a good mama.
I have a great mom.
Yeah. So, that's that was a funny segue. So anyway, back to and Summer Sun actually a couple probably about 2 years ago or so, we recorded some music and then we had some personnel changes, but we've got some music in queue for Summer Sun that's released. I wrote a song called "Keep Drinking," which
Ooh.
most of the songs I've ever written, I was living in Austin, Texas, and then I moved to Chicagoland. Probably about 2010, going into 2011, like the summer of 2010. And I was working with a songwriting group down there, and actually we're just a songwriting group, and we were writing songs together and trying to sell them to artists. And we actually have a few songs out there. But any song that I was a part of, the only thing I had accomplished in life really was drinking. So most of my songs are about that. So my stepdad, so my parents are still here in central Pennsylvania. I grew up in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, like I said. And my parents live out near like Jonestown, Pennsylvania, which is, just a little podunk town right outside, North Lebanon.
Yep.
And, my stepdad is great. He's my dad, like he's been around since I was 10 years old. He's been like the main, so I have a step up parent, which is really awesome. And so shout out to Critter is his nickname. So we all, lovingly call him Critter.
It's a great nickname.
It is great. But he has all these like drinking euphemisms, like for the next day, like when you go out and you hang out with them or you camp with them. They're more like RV campers, but in the morning he's always got grandma's coffee, and he's like putting Baileys and whatever, and he's like, here you go, and it's like, and he's like, the best hangover cure is keep drinking. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
that's
that was like a great line, and
Right. We had a
Do you want to
slogan.
hear our slogan?
what's that?
You can't be hungover if you're still drunk.
Yeah, that's a good one. That we need to see. That's a good line. That's a good line we should take with us. And I'll turn that into a song. That's my talent. She's got good like feeling songs and all these things. And my talent is like taking one-liners like that and turning that into some kind of funny song. But anyway, so the song "Keep Drinking" that Summer Sun is going to release is this year is just all about those drinking euphemisms and like having shots in the morning and keeping it going for breakfast and that kind of thing. So Critter had all these one-liners, and then I was actually in Chicago, and there's this great couple that follows us around like wherever we play, and I remember them. The wife, her name is Rachel. She was super drunk at this venue we were playing, and I remember seeing her, and she's like, oh, and we were playing a pre-Cubs game in Chicago the next day.
Wow.
The next morning, And so in the morning, she messages me and she's like, "Hey, like we're gonna see you guys." And I'm like, "Holy shit, you were so wasted last night." And she's like, "You gotta keep drinking." And I was like, and it just reminded me of all of those like my stepdad critter euphemisms. And then I literally wrote that song on the ride to the venue that morning. And that's what turned into to keep drinking. So I'll send that to you guys as sort of a pre-release if you'd like.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's a funny song. It's kind of in the Hank Williams Jr. vein of
Awesome.
Get at my Hank. Wow. It's like it's got that sort of like classic feel, that classic sort of '90s feel to it.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. It's a fun song. So
what's your drink of choice?
I'm a seasonal drinker, and I see not that I stopped drinking in any season. I seasonal in the way that like in the winter I'm a huge bourbon drinker, and I'm a collector of nice bourbons. In fact, I just met a dude like in a parking lot to get a bottle of Blanton's. When I get home from this trip, I'm meeting a guy to get a bottle of Henry McKenna. And I go to Louisville like a couple times a year. I buy the special bottles from the distilleries.
Wow.
So I'm quite the little collector. I've just kind of put this little whiskey lounge in my house. But so I'm really about bourbon. But in the summertime, it's a little heavy for me. So I'm more of a tequila drinker, believe it or not.
Yes.
On the
now-
rocks,
In the summertime.
Okay, now
I
you're
drink what's
talking.
called ranch water. Do you know what ranch water is?
No.
Oh, so this is a lot of Northerners don't know. So when you live in Texas or anywhere Southwest, New Mexico, Arizona, they drink a lot of what's called ranch water, which is sort of the equivalent of like vodka lime soda, but it's tequila. And do you know what Topo Chico is?
Negative.
No, so it's like sparkling mineral water, but it's the Mexican kind. It's called Topo Chico, and so they have like a lemon lime version or whatever, but it's like 0 calories or whatever, and you just tequila, blanco tequila, and this mineral water, and sometimes like a splash of orange and lemon and lime or whatever.
And that's
But
ranch water?
it's called ranch water.
Okay.
So like when you go to a place and you just want like so they could do it here, but they'll typically do like soda water, lime, or lemon and lime, and then blanco tequila, and that's your ranch water. So
I'm
it's
gonna
very
give that a
simple.
try.
It's
Wow.
very refreshing in the summertime. I highly recommend it.
So-
That'll go good in my
Yeah,
Beer Fest
it'll-
mug.
That'll go
But
nice
it'll get you drunk.
for the, well, I throw tea parties.
Tea party.
Yeah, it's a tea party. I'm glad you like tequila
Yeah.
because we have tacos, tequila, and tits. These are our tea
And,
parties.
and what?
Tits.
Oh.
Yeah. Um,
I thought you said ticks at first. I was
No,
like, that
it's-
doesn't sound fun at
No,
all.
we-
Like,
we
on
doesn't-
a-
you know,
it sounds like Lyme disease.
no, we start
Been there,
off
done
with
that.
having a little taco dinner. Then we have these different types of tequila.
It's usually
and
on a
then-
Tuesday.
That sounds
I don't know
fun.
what's wrong with. I don't know why it happens on Tuesdays, but
I mean,
anyway.
that's
The
a
tea.
good middle day of the week, especially
And
for like
then-
industry folks. We're all like
Yeah.
playing on the weekend.
And
Everyone's
then-
like, "Yeah, come to my barbecue on Saturday." I'm like,
we're having
I
a
got
tea
shit to
party
do."
on
Like,
Tuesday. Come on over. And so we build these towers. I have like, I don't know, 48 shot glasses. We just build this huge tower,
Yeah.
and we pour the entire bottle.
We're gonna have to throw that video in here.
Oh yeah, you got to insert that into
all
editing.
the way down.
Tequila tower.
And then you get 3 minutes to drink every shot.
Wow.
3 minutes. I don't know why it's 3. It just seems to work. I can handle 3. Some people can't.
Oh,
3 minutes. I mean,
I was on
3
like
minutes.
number 4
is that
or
all?
5. All right.
Is that all? Is that how long you last typically?
Max?
A max.
Max, yeah.
Max. 3 minutes.
wait.
I'm happy if I hit the 3-minute mark.
I bet she is too.
That's a marathon for you. Like, whew,
I bet she's really excited.
God damn.
this conversation turned.
Sure did.
Donnie D,
I like
hold
it.
on, 3 minutes. Woohoo.
Erica, what's your
I wonder
drink of
why
choice?
they call him Donnie D.
I saw you drinking that bourbon last night.
Yeah.
I do like to drink everything. I'm a variety type person, but my drink of choice when I go to places is tequila. I get tequila soda,
Nice.
and I do that because one, it doesn't have as many calories. I love beer. Actually, I love wine, especially in the winter. But tequila soda, and it's healthy. Did you know
Alright.
there are health benefits to tequila?
I did not.
Yes.
And it is the only
yes.
alcohol that's an upper. So I'm like,
Yes,
why not have?
I'm-
Especially if I'm playing shows, tequila soda and lime. Simple, feel good.
It's like a diuretic.
like, this
It
is
like
healthy
helps
for
your
me.
blood sugar. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a
There's
lot of good
actually a
things.
lot of
Your
good
gut,
benefits.
like it's good for digestion.
A
is.
bottle a week. I'm healthy as a horse.
Heck yeah, you mix that with a taco.
You're
that's all you
pickled
need.
from the inside, is what you are.
Well, I like to say this whole COVID thing. So I say I'm sanitizing from the inside out.
Oh yeah.
So I'm actually oozing sanitizer.
yeah.
You know,
When you
so,
sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you touch
COVID
me,
can't live on your skin because you sweat booze.
Can't. Yeah. You know.
I think that's a good strategy. I mean,
Why not? Who needs hand sanitizer when you got alcohol coming out of your pores?
Sure. I mean, it's the same thing, right?
Totally.
Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. I mean, fuck it. It's like I'll just keep drinking, I guess.
You guys are so cool, and I want to thank you so much for joining us here on the Hanover Hangover.
Thanks for having us.
And like and subscribe to the Hanover Hangover because this is how we keep going. Subscribe, please. Tell everybody, subscribe.
I feel like it says hangover because you're supposed to. Are you supposed to be hungover when you're here?
Well, it's the Hanover Hangover. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're pretty
so
much
because you're like
generally-
out drinking,
generally,
partying the
yeah.
night before, and so you ask the bands when you know they're out like drinking. You saw me drinking the flask on stage all night, and they're like, "He's gonna be hungover. He'll be perfect."
Well,
Are you hungover?
We were like, that's our guy. That's our guy.
I'm mildly hungover. Like we didn't go crazy last night because there's not a lot to do after in Bethlehem after the gig
yes,
ended.
there is.
Oh really? Not that I.
yes,
So
there
yeah.
is.
They
Oh really?
invited us out, and I was
Oh.
gonna go, but nobody else wanted to, so we went back to the hotel.
Well, we
There
did
is.
hang out in the hot tub and
We did do
had
that.
lukewarm Yinglings.
He did have
Well,
one of those.
That sounds like a kind of party. I wish
Sounds
I was
horrible.
It was fun. I mean, we had fun, but it was just this weekend we're playing 2 nights in Pittsburgh at Tequila Cowboy. So I don't know if you've ever been out to Pittsburgh. The Tequila Cowboy is a Nashville franchise that we kind of over the years have made a great relationship with, and we play in Nashville every once in a while. And those folks own like 5 bars now in Nashville, the ownership. And shout out to my good friend and agent help, Kenny Bott, who helps me book a lot of this stuff. But Kenny Bott's out of Michigan. He runs like a couple of theaters now. He does some big the Toby Keith big Put in Bay in Ohio thing. They do a fest every summer, and they're back to doing it again this year. But shout out to Kenny Bott. Anyway, the ace, and he's actually one of the reasons responsible for us getting in with Tequila Cowboy as a whole. And so they have they used to have one in Lansing, Michigan. We used to play that one. We play the one in Columbus, Ohio, which is still there. We play the one in Pittsburgh. Well, and those are insanity. So like I kind of warned the band, some of the newer members who have not done this, that this is a marathon, not a sprint. And so if we get too crazy after Music Fest, it's gonna feel like a long weekend, you know.
Yeah.
So and Tequila Cowboy is just there will be a line around the corner. The one in
So
down
you got a show tonight in Pittsburgh and
Yeah.
tomorrow?
and tomorrow and
Okay.
at the same venue, which is nice. But literally, it's in between the baseball stadium and the football stadium, and there will be a line around the block to get in to see
Beautiful.
us when we're there. So we're
if a
pretty.
couple of guys from the Hanover Hangover showed up,
You would be more than welcome.
You should. Be fun.
If you guys are road tripping to Pittsburgh, my parents are coming. They have 2 extra seats. They'll put you right in there.
What do you think, Mike?
that's okay. I got
He's like, I got things.
We got a golf tournament tomorrow, Sunday.
Like they were all big partiers till they got
Sunday.
like an invite to
I
go to
know. Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
then
They're
they're
like,
like,
now they're thinking
oh.
like,
No,
oh,
what
you
I'm
know
saying-
what?
no.
I
I need
got,
an app.
what
I
I
got
was
things
what
and
I was getting
yeah,
at.
it'll be
What I was getting
yeah.
at.
I'll
it
get my
sounds
ass
good.
out to Pittsburgh.
Sure.
Yes.
We're gonna
But-
be out, we're gonna be out.
Go
in
to Bar
Pittsburgh.
11.
Bar 11.
Bar 11. That's the spot after your show
Okay. Bar
Done.
11.
I can get these
Where is Bar 11?
Bums
though?
to drive me.
in Pittsburgh. That's all I know.
I know where it's. I
ask-
assumed it was in fucking Pittsburgh because you said that. But
We'll
like,
ask Google.
oh no,
Yeah.
no, that's gonna be down in Morgantown, West Virginia. You're gonna after your show, just drive like an hour
So
down.
you're
there.
gonna be there for 2 nights out in Pittsburgh.
yeah, 2 nights
All
in a
right,
row.
if you get a chance, look up David Granati.
David Granati. Yeah, you were saying a little bit
Yeah.
last night about this
he's
guy.
he's a really cool. He's from the Granati brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he used to play with Eddie Van Halen.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I knew that name sounded familiar, but
right. He's out in Pittsburgh.
he played with Eddie Van Halen. Like, what
yeah,
do you mean?
The Granati brothers used to open up for,
Oh.
for Van Halen, and
I was
then
like,
him,
oh,
him
you
and
know,
well,
put
him and
another
Eddie
guy in the
became-
band nobody knew about.
Him and Eddie became really good friends.
Oh yeah.
You know, he wasn't in Van Halen, obviously, but him and Eddie were really good friends.
Oh cool.
And he's a cool dude. He's very modest. He's a very modest guy.
Most pros
I like
are,
that.
And
you know, in this industry, most pros like us, we're pretty cool. No, I'm just kidding.
Because nobody wants to work with the ones that aren't, probably. Like, really.
The ones that sound like dicks, you know, you can't. Those guys.
So anyway, and I know another guy out in Pittsburgh. So if you guys, I don't know how often.
Well,
you're out in
shoot them a message if they're gonna come over to the show. I'll put them on the list. You know,
Yeah,
I'm happy to
I
do
think
it.
he plays at the same place.
He plays at Tequila Cowboy. Is like country music? Is he a country music guy?
No, he's
Then he probably doesn't play. They're like a strictly country house.
Really?
Like, oh yeah. I
See,
mean,
I
they
don't
do
know.
some here and there, like maybe a rock night on a Thursday sometimes, but maybe. But Tequila Cowboy is hardcore Nashville country, baby. Like
Really?
The cowboy
yeah.
Really?
in the
Maybe-
name gave it away.
the tequila cowboy.
Oh,
yeah.
wait, hold on.
If you've ever been downtown Nashville, that's like a classic place. Like you know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
Amy-
great place to play.
Amy Jane plays out there
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
Pittsburgh. She's from Nashville.
Mhm.
She was on the show.
I saw her name there, and I'm like Facebook friends with her,
Right.
and so I see that. Yeah, I don't know her personally, but I know her, and we're like Facebook friends or virtual friends. I don't know what you can call that anymore.
So what do you think? Should we get Erica this guitar?
Should we take a break? What time do you guys got to be on the road? It's now
Oh,
11.
we've got like 20 minutes at least.
Okay, so we're gonna pause for a little bit.
Do a
and I'm
quick
gonna-
5.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook up the guitar for you.
Sweet.
Okay.
I got to warm up my morning voice.
Okay.
Like for
You're
real.
listening to the Hanover Hangover, and we
Do
will
the-
be right
You got to do your
back.
warm up in the mic.